if I traded it all.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We're live now. Ted was a replay, but now we're live, and I'm going to go on with my next guest. He's never been on the air with me, but I'm really excited about having him on. I have with me attorney Joseph Brown, and he's the founder of Accident Law Group. Welcome to the show. You're a personal injury attorney.
Yes, Carol. Thanks
Tell
for having
everybody
me.
a little bit about yourselves and what you do. And listen up for anybody who's in an accident right now.
You're sitting on the side of the road right now. You need a personal injury attorney. Now, what I do is I help people who have been in car accidents. I've been a lawyer for over 14 years. Before that, I was an insurance adjuster. So I've been on both sides. I always say I know what they're going to do before they even do it. So I'm really good at helping guide the clients, prepare their cases and kind of sit through and get ready for the loopholes and the issues. And a lot of times when I sit down with a client, I can already see, all right, where are they going to come from? How do we prepare your case so that we have the best chance of getting you the price settlement you owe?
So what makes your law firm different?
Well, I think it's the fact you always meet with a lawyer. A lot of law firms, you meet with a paralegal. Here at Accident Law Group, you always meet with a lawyer. My experience as an adjuster helps, give people, I train everybody. I train the lawyers, everybody. I meet with clients on a daily basis. In fact, I had 3 meetings this morning. So, everybody gets that experience, and we roundtable cases, and we prepare cases. And I think that's a little bit different than a lot of law firms where you're like a mill or you don't really meet with your lawyer or get to know your lawyer.
I want to ask you something, because you said you deal with car accidents. I want to make sure that's all you deal with is car accidents, because personal injury is a lot. There's a lot involved. There could be a dog bite. So is it just car?
No, it's not just car. I do dog bites.
I just want to know.
Yeah, I'm actually working on an explosion case right now.
What's an explosion case?
Yeah, I had somebody, unfortunately, their grill was not made appropriately. It was a violated code, and it exploded when they went to eat their steak or to heat up their steak.
Wow. So
yeah.
you see, I did want to ask that for a reason, because when you said you do accidents only, car accidents, I know that personal injury does go further than that.
It does. About 99% of what we see is that.
Right.
But yes, I've handled plenty of dog bites and other things.
But really the bottom line is, and I got to just say this right off the cuff here, is that you have a case. That's what it's all about. Do you have a case? So do you do free consultations? What is the steps that people take when working with you?
Well, yes, you call the office. We, set you an appointment with an attorney. You have a free consultation. You pay us nothing. You hire us. We only get paid out of the settlement. We do offer a guarantee, which means we don't take more money than a client. A lot of law firms, say you have a $15,000 settlement, they're going to take $5,000 off the top. If your medical bills are $6,000, $7,000, that leaves you with $3,000 or $4,000. We're not going to do that. We'll reduce our fee if we need to. Unfortunately, in the state of Arizona, the minimum limits are $15,000. You go to the hospital and they run up a bunch of CTs and X-rays, you can have a $20,000 bill, and we're already upside down. So that's another place where you really need an attorney to help you out.
So you do free consultations. You always meet with an attorney. You said that before to me.
Yes.
And you also said something to me that they never take more than what?
We never take more. Our fee is never greater than the amount of money the client takes home. So we want to make sure that the client, you're the person injured. I've been in a serious accident. I've been hurt. I know what it's like. I've not only been an adjuster, but I've been a client. So, you're going through it. You should take home as much as the attorney, if not more. And most law firms don't see it that way.
Now, you have 2 locations. One is in Tempe. The other one is in North Phoenix. Your phone number to call, write this number down, because you don't know. It's crazy out there today. You do not know when you're going to get in an accident or need someone like this. Put the number in your phone. It's 602-262-4ALG. The website is accidentlawgroup.com. And even though you have the 2 locations, you can help anyone in the valley, in the state, you said.
In the state, I'm actually handling a fatality right now out of Sierra Vista. So It's unfortunate. But yes, I've handled cases all throughout the state.
So all sorts of cases. What are some of the other cases that you handle?
Well, dog bites. People's dog bites you. That's actually a homeowner's claim. People don't realize that, but it's actually a homeowner's claim. And it's strict liability, and there's only a 1-year statute of limitations. So it's one of those cases that you need to get somebody on very quickly. Slip and falls. We've handled a handful of those. We definitely handled a variety of things. I don't shy away from a harder case. Like I said, I'm handling an explosion case. Those are
crazy.
Those are different Yeah.
There's all sorts of them. But the only way you know if you have a case is by calling and having a free consultation. You always have a consultation with an attorney. That's really nice. And they never take more than their clients. So that's an also nice thing that you offer for them. Again, their phone number is 602-262-4ALG. They have 2 locations. One is in Tempe. The other one is in North Phoenix. The website, check them out on the website. It is accidentlawgroup.com. Okay, so let's say someone's out there and they've been scrunched right now, okay? Yes. What should they do?
Well, first you want to call the police. Stories change. I'm going to tell you the biggest thing I deal with is people don't call the police. They try to be the nice guy. Next thing you know, the insurance company is denying the claim. They're saying, oh, no, you cut him off, or you slammed on your brakes and that's why you get rear-ended because you cut their client off. It's BS, but it happens. Hey, I didn't use any bad words. I used BS.
Okay, but it does happen a lot.
It does. Unfortunately, it happens a lot. And insurance companies are in the game of not paying. So they look for every avenue to lessen the value of your case, to either put some liability on you, because Arizona is a comparative liability state, which means if they can see you do anything wrong, they can decide you're 10, 20, 30, 50, 75% to blame, even though the other guy got a ticket. And I see that all the time.
Now, okay, so do you feel then that people should be using those their phones to be taking videos, to be taking pictures? I mean, should they be doing that?
Yes. When you get in an accident, actually, we have an app.
Unless you're hurt. You can't do that.
First things first, you always want to call the police. If you're hurt, go to the hospital and get checked out. But you want to get the case documented. So if you can take pictures, great. We can document some of that stuff later. The police will do some of that documentation for you. We do have an app, and in the app is a take a picture function. So if you want to download the app now, you have it just in case you're ever in an accident. Bring up the app. You can take a couple photos. You actually can email it and contact us.
Wow. Again, that website is accidentlawgroup.com. Their phone number is 602-262-4ALG. And they have 2 locations, but they can help anyone in the Valley. Their locations are in Tempe and North Phoenix. You always work with an attorney, always free consultations, and they never take more than their clients. So they really try and help their clients out. In terms of this, if you say that you were an insurance adjuster, so you really know the ins and outs of all of this.
Correct. I was trained to be an insurance adjuster. I was trained at a larger insurance company that will remain nameless. But yes, I understand the avenues. In fact, today I was actually working a case against the same insurance company that trained me, and I said, look, I sat with the client and said, these are the issues I see. This is where we're at. This is how we're going to approach this. This is the angle we're going to take, and we're already preparing for it, and we haven't even called in the claim because he was just in the accident yesterday.
Okay, so let's say since you are Mr. Insurance Guy, you've known all these things in the past. What would you suggest that people have? What kind of insurance should they have to cover themselves?
Well, in Arizona, like I said already, the minimum is $15,000 per person for an injury. So you want to have underinsured. Underinsured motorist covers anything above that if the other person doesn't have enough insurance. 60% of drivers in Arizona drive with a minimum or no insurance.
Right.
Uninsured is when someone in the other cause of the accident doesn't have insurance.
Happens all the time. Why is it always them? Go ahead. And what happens then?
Well, going after them is almost impossible. That's why you want to make the uninsured motorist. If they don't have enough money to pay for insurance, you don't have any assets to go get them. The third thing I think is really important is MedPay. Medical payments coverage pays your medical bills even if you're at fault in the accident. You've caused the accident. You're going to the hospital because you're hurt. Your MedPay will actually pay the medical bills. And, I always recommend at least $5,000 in MedPay, and that's very minimal. And most agents will say, well, you have health insurance, so you don't need MedPay. Not true. Everybody's health insurance has a deductible, and most of them are pretty high nowadays.
And I don't think I've ever even heard of MedPay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And medical payments coverage, I think, is the official term, but everybody calls it MedPay. Mm-hmm. And you're right, a lot of agents don't sell it because you can access it even when you cause the accident. So I think it's something that's not really, I don't think insurance companies love it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, give them some ideas right now, because there's a lot of it. There's a lot of traffic out there. It's crazy out there right now.
There is.
Just tell them what to do in case they're in an accident, and we'll go ahead from there.
Well, first thing, make sure you're okay. Clear the side if you can. Call the police, get it documented, get the police to do a report, go get checked out, and then call us.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you another thing, guys. If you think you're not hurt, If you think you don't deserve to have somebody like this take care of you, you do. It's your right to have it done, right?
Exactly. A lot of times injuries don't set in for 3 to 5 days.
Right. So make sure that you do go to be checked out no matter what. Have your cars checked out no matter what. Write this number down or put it in your phone. It is 602-262-4ALG. The website is accidentlawgroup.com. They do free consultations, and you always work with attorney.